Okay, so what do you want to hear about?
Bozo and brainless the day they go to school and get bullied.
Why do you want to hear about that?
Just to.
Do you get bullied? Who bullies you?
Most of these boys.
And what is bullying? How are they bullying you?
Can we just skip on to the story?
No, because I'm your daddy. That's really important to me. How are they bullying you?
I'm not going to talk to you about it.
Does it make you feel bad?
And I'm afraid you're going to tell my teachers, and then I'm going to have to private talk with them, and that would be bad.
Well, if they're bullying you, your daddy is going to have a private talk with them, and they are not going to like it. Are they picking on my girl?
Well, they're telling me that like ghosts are in my room and stuff like that, and they're also bullying me, like being mean, telling me mean stuff about me.
Like what? So when you go through your school day and you get to the end of the day, is that the worst part of the day? No?
Not end of the day, all any part of the day.
Okay, so who's older, Bozo or brainless?
Bozo.
Bozo's the old one, brainless is the young one. And can you imagine if you weren't very smart, maybe somebody would bully you? So brainless got bullied a lot. They didn't even have the word bully back then. They just called it picked on. So he got picked on a lot. So he was in the first grade. Bozo was in the fourth grade. And they had no idea that they would end up living together and scrounging for food and shooting Farmer John's turkeys and getting in trouble and having the stupid mobile. They were just little kids. So brainless would go to school. And he wasn't that bright. But he had a good heart. So he was a good kid. And he would show up with holes in his pants, kind of dirty clothes, and all the little rich kids would make fun of him. Holy cow, brainless! Ain't you got a washer and dryer in your house? Can't your mama stitch them britches up? And at first it was kind of funny and he went along with it. And then the kids started getting meaner about it and making fun of him. And he would wake up in the morning and not want to go to school. So he came home one day and he was crying, gets off the bus. He's crying. Bozo was on a different bus. He gets off the bus, walks into the house, sees his little brother Brainless crying. He's like, Brainless, what's wrong? What's wrong? These kids are making fun of me, Bozo. They're like making fun of my clothes and telling me I'm stupid. Well, Bozo had been through this before when he was in first grade. And it was really hard for him. because he got in a bunch of fights. He got in, started punching people and got in trouble, and the kids he was fighting got in trouble. And he said, Brainless, I'm going to help you out with this. Here's the deal. You do not want to get in fights with these kids. They're calling you stupid, right? They think you're dumb. Yeah, they think I'm dumb, and it just makes me feel really bad. And they're making fun of my clothes. So, Bozo says, tomorrow, we're going to pick out your worst clothes that you have with the biggest holes, the dirtiest pants, the worst clothes that you have, and you're going to wear those to school. So he puts on these jeans that have holes on the butt, holes on the knees, the ankles are all threads. He's got shoes that you can see his toes above and below the bottom of the shoe. And he gets on the bus and he sits down, and the kids start heckling him and making fun. And right before the bus door closes, guess who gets on the bus?
Well,
Who do you think?
Bozo.
Bozo, he's a fourth grader. He gets on the bus, and the part of the story I missed is that Bozo was like a really good athlete. And even though his name was Bozo, he could read really well, and he knew how to add and subtract and multiply. He was a smart kid. And he picked out the worst clothes that he had, and all the first graders thought Bozo was really cool. And they looked up to him, and he walks on the bus, and the clothes that he has on have more holes in them, and they're more dirty, and the shoes are worse than Brainless's shoes. And he walks down the bus, he's going down the aisle, and of course the seat next to Brainless is empty. And he sits in that seat, and he puts his arm around his little brother. He goes, "What you got going on today, little brother?" Nothing. Can you believe these two were that young? All the stories you've heard about them, how it kind of seems like they're the same age when they're adults, right? But when they were kids, they were 3 years apart. And Brainless goes, "Nothing, I'm going to eat my lunch alone, and then I'm going to feel bad, and then I'm going to go back into class, and these guys are going to make fun of me, and then I'm going to go home." Bozo goes, wait, back up. Who's making fun of you? And he goes, Jimmy and Bobby and Darren and Jack. Bozo turns around, and they're all going, "Not me. No, ain't no way. I didn't make fun of him. I love him." And he goes, "They wouldn't make fun of you. You're my little brother. I love you." And so that day, and for the rest of his days in school, which was like another year and a half, to be honest with you, Brainless did not get bullied because he had a newfound confidence. He didn't have to fight anybody. He didn't punch anybody. He just believed in himself because his brother believed in him. Sometimes kids, it's their parents that believe in them. Some kids can just believe in themselves. But no one should put up with bullying. Okay? You good? Okay, I love you. Good night.
Can you pat me?